The fear of man is a form of idolatry, and I want to explain to you how. I was reading in John chapter 12, and I was looking at verse 42 and 43, and I saw that there were rulers of the synagogue that actually believed in Jesus, but they would not confess him because they didn't want to be thrown out of the synagogue, and they loved the praises of other men. And that showed that their heart was still clearly prideful, but that their idolatry was wrapped up in the opinions of other people, in their status before men, rather than their status before God, rather than obeying the call of God that was tugging at their heart to follow Jesus. How many of y'all are right now in situations where you're in between caring about people's opinions of you? The Lord is telling you to do something, and you're like, but nah, they're going to think this. But yeah, they said this before. Yeah, but they said, and it's like, the only opinion that matters is God's opinion of you, really. And if their words and their actions and their thoughts towards you do not line up with what the Lord has called you to do, they're probably not being led by the Lord. Because if what you're doing lines up with the Bible and they're like, nah, you're not going to do that, or they start hating on you, or they're like, you can't do that, whatever they say, and you're moved by that, you're so moved that you're like, I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to have to deal with the fight against people. I want to encourage you that is a form of idolatry, caring about what other people think, focusing on what other people think about you, especially as it pertains to what God is calling you to do. I wish I had this like years ago, but I just want to encourage you to listen for the Lord and put his thoughts, his ways, his will above any other person's will, opinions, or thoughts about you, so that what you ponder on is deep in your heart from the Lord, and your heart is towards the Lord's, and it belongs to him. Your heart belongs to the Lord, not to men.